Education has been one of our secondary needs in our lives. One of the alternatives provided to easier education is scholarship. So this house believes that scholarships should only be granted on the basis of financial necessity. First, let's put some context in this debate. So what is scholarship? Scholarship is financial support given by schools to students who want to study in their schools. And on the basis of their financial necessity, we know that students come from many different backgrounds and different kind of struggles. So on the basis of financial necessity, which means that we see them from how students' financial status or condition. So what is the problem we are facing? The problem is that education is limited for those who are struggling from financial, which means education or good education is only limited to those who have good background or good economic financial status. And what are the situation in the status quo? We know that in the status quo there have been many schools providing scholarship, but it can be accessed to anyone and it doesn't seen from their financial status, and which means it also can be gained from those who have good economic background, and it's actually focused on those who have good academic achievement and good prestation, which means it's not seen from their financial status. So what are the characters involved in this debate? First, there are students. I will characterize students as two types. First one is the students who come from good background and they have good potential, but they also want scholarship. This kind of students is, yes, they need scholarship too, but they come from good background, so it means that they don't really need one. And the second one is the students whose family have low income. They are struggling to study when they actually have the potential to study. So let me give a portrayal in this. So we know that schools from urban areas or small schools also get education, but they are not as good as the ones provided in the series. And of course, these schools also participate in competition when there are big competitions held. And it's not seldom for students from these schools or small schools to win in these competitions, but because they can't keep up with the situation in cities to study and to live there, they just go back to their area with this kind of education when they actually can get better education. And second actors is the teachers or schools. They are the ones who provide scholarship to collect students who have good talent and potential, but the real goal of schools should be providing or support those who struggle with good access of education. So what is our stance? We want to create equality of access to education to everyone in the society. So the winning side of this debate is the one who can prove to you which side can give more equality, and second, why it is justifiable for focusing on students from on the basis of financial necessity. Jumping to my arguments, why is equality can only be achieved on our side? First, we know because by focusing on people from low income, we can help society to create better quality. Better quality, it means that society is educated well. With this better society, we can improve our country because with better education for all people, we can create more development and more welfare in the society. It's exclusive on our side because on the opposition side, they will only focus to those who have great potential, but not creating a better society overall. We need to focus on the whole society to gain improvement or to gain improvement in the country. But if we only focus on some people who are smart, it will be hard to give impact to all citizens or to give impact to the whole society. And even if, let's say, we give scholarship to those who are from low income, and then they don't use it well, or they just not study well. It's still okay, because at least we try to give education to the students, so that they can improve their life, or they can help their family. And it is still better in our side, because if we in this kind of situation, we create better quality of situation from all people, not only, so it's not limited to only some people. And and with this, we say that it can create better equality of access of education to everyone. Jumping to my second argument, so why is it justifiable for only focusing on students from low background? We know that every human has the right to achieve access or knowledge and education, but this right is limited to those who have low background, because they are struggling and they cannot gain or access this education well. So students from low background also want to get welfare, right? They also want to get improvement in their life. So we know that these rights is inclusive to all society, not only to some people. We don't need to be too focused on those students who have good background and good education, because of course, in order to improve their skills, these students will of course have to pay or have to go to school. And because they have good background of economy, they will pay, or they can have the quality to pay money for the study. But the ones from low background or from low economic status has no options in the first place. They cannot gain education because they don't have the access to this. So it doesn't have, they don't provide chance for the students to get better education in the first place. And if we give the students a scholarship, it can give chance for the students to improve well. So we know that, so I've proven to you in, so why we need to focus on these students, or students from financial necessity is bad. And also we've proven to you that it will create better equality to everyone, which can access only by our side. And that is why we are proud to propose. Thank you.